Former Democratic Governor Jerry Brown has decided to ride into the race for governor again. For the Republicans, as we said, the head of eBay, the former head of eBay, Meg Whitman, who has spent $80 million of her own money and has plenty more to spend. She won a decisive primary victory last night. Well, Jerry Brown told us today he wants the country to know that he sees this as an epic duel in California between the politics of ideas and the power of money. You said we're talking about a billionaire's demolition derby?
A billionaire's demolition derby. Well, the ads, I think each day there were 500, 600 commercials throughout the state. It's almost like a ministry of information in a totalitarian country.
Do you really feel that this is changing us fundamentally in some Big Brother way?
No, what I didn't mean, it's not Big Brother. It's that when you can dominate the airwaves, radio and television, and then the mail, just by buying it, not just for a few weeks, but for months on end, that is unprecedented. It's an unprecedented control of the channels of communication in a free society. And yes, that is different, and it is ominous.
So far, Meg Whitman spent about $80 million of her own money. How much money do you have to spend on ads?
Well, I have $22 million in the bank, and I'm saving my pennies. So hopefully we'll have more by the time we get to September.
12.6% unemployment rate, $20 billion deficit in California. And California, as we know, drives a lot of the national economy.
Oh, no, we're in trouble, and the country's in trouble.
But she has said specifically she's going to do it. She's going to give tax breaks to corporations and get them in by the boatloads into California to build the jobs back.
She also says she's going to cut all the taxes on the rich. That'll increase and exacerbate the gap. We got to cut that budget. We have to do it in a way that will bring the legislators on board.
But how can you cut it to $20 billin deficit?
You have to start,
Are there enough cuts in the...
I'm going to start with the governor's office, cutting. I'm going to tell those legislators you're going to have to get rid of your cars, get rid of your perks.
And I'm ready to give Jerry Brown the toughest election fight.
Meg Whitman has said, in fact, she said last night, I am ready to give Jerry Brown the toughest election fight he's faced in his 40 years of politics.
Well, I like the compliment that she notices that I have been around for a while.
For 40 years, we watched him, the son of a political family who studied to be a Jesuit priest, then turned Buddhist seeker. When he became governor, he lived in one room, bed on the floor, and rode around in his own Plymouth.
I mean, I am frugal. I take care of my money very carefully. And I think people can understand I'll take care of their money the same way.
Thank you.
And it's hard to believe that if he's elected, Jerry Brown will be the oldest governor in the nation, 72. You were up this morning already? You ran a mile?
I've already run, yeah. I've been running, did some chin-ups. I'm trying to, keep in shape here. I've got a very tough competitor.
But he says it's a singular time for a man who believes the soul of California is at stake. He remembers studying Buddhism in Japan.
Someone would intone, life and death is a serious matter. Time waits for no man. Do your best. And that, I think, could be the spirit of this campaign. And as we said, a critical election for California coming up. We asked Meg Whitman, by the way, for an interview today as well. She declined our request. We hope to speak to her soon.